Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2026. I'm probably not going to start writing that for probably at least another month, but we'll get there. Um, it's going to be a year. I can't say that it's going to be better. I can't say that it's going to be worse. It's going to be different, hopefully better. Part of that will be up to you and me to make it a better year. So let's start off with some snacks. These little beauties are known as hamsui-gok. They are little balls of glutinous rice that have been fried. They are usually filled with a mixture of meat, beef, I think. Um, the glutinous rice, because it's been cooked and pounded and mashed and molested, it's a lot of its starches have broken down, so it is starchy, but it is slightly sweet all by itself, without any outside help. The meat filling is usually pretty um, gravified. I don't know what the word would be, but it's usually pretty saucy. Um, and they don't put a whole lot because these do kind of puff up in the frying process, and so there's usually a big void in the middle. But simple, good, dim sum fare, kind of addictive. And because they're so simple, it's just, you kind of find yourself getting addicted to just rice. But mm, hot. Where's the camera? Oh, there we go. So you can see some of that filling there. There's actually a little veggie. Yeah, but ground beef, what looks like maybe baby spinach. I don't know. It's green. Therefore, it's healthy. Mm. Glutinous rice. Very chewy. That outside just gives you a little bit of crunch. Really delightful. I love them, which is why I don't get them very often, because I'm already pushing it. If I got them all the time, I would be way less healthy. Speaking of which, I've got some other snacks. I don't remember if I've tried these before. Obviously, I have tried stinky tofu. I don't remember if on one of my other snack ones I tried these. Black stinky tofu. And these have a little bit of chili. Let's see if I can. Oof. The ingredients are in 2-point font. Tofu. Yes, I know what goes into tofu. Thank you. Pepper, salt, sugar, MSG, peppercorn. Ah, yeah, okay. Garlic, cumin, sesame spice. So lots of other flavors in addition to the stinky tofu. I'm trying. If you haven't seen my stinky tofu video, this is kind of my nemesis, but I keep trying because there are a certain segment of the population in China and in like Taiwan that just love this shit, and I'm trying to figure out why. Okay, not as stinky. I think the garlic and chili really helped to cover that up, but is that in focus? I'm not in focus, so I have no idea, but On the stinky tofu direction, not that bad. It's actually really mild. Tofu's been compressed. It's compressed almost to sort of a like a gluten sort of level, but not chewy exactly, but it's got that kind of consistency to it. The heat kind of hits you at the end, the chili. It's more of a back of the throat kind of heat. Tongue's not actually tingling, but it's the back of the throat. Of course, I've had a bit of a sinus problem, so maybe I just have a sore throat. The garlic and chili definitely help. I don't know if they found a way to make the black stinky tofu more mellow. It's possible, because this does not have that dumpster flavor or aroma. Again, could be just my nose, but I mean that jarred stinky tofu that I tried, that would still cut through the sinus infection, guaranteed. Not bad. It's actually, it's weird to say this, but it's actually a little bland. You get the garlic, you get the chili, little bit of salt, very light salt, not a whole lot of other flavors. So, yeah, I could actually recommend this as a snack. It's not that bad. And for me, because I like crunchy, salty, umami things, it's okay, but it's light enough and just not crunchy. It's just this side of appealing, but not so appealing that I would eat this whole bag in one sitting. But it's okay for a snack. And you may be different. You might actually try this and say, hey, I could make a meal out of this. It's not really for me, but, well, I guess I should show you this next one. So I picked this one up on a whim. I guess technically these all are on a whim, but it intrigued me because mala peanuts with dried fish. And that's just a combination that wasn't on my bingo card. So mala is the sort of traditional Chinese combination of hot, spicy, and numbing. So you're going to have like Sichuan peppers and Sichuan pepper corns, which are not actually peppercorns, by the way. They're I think they're actually flower buds of a particular plant that does have a kind of a spicy, peppery flavor to it, but it also has this numbing effect on your mouth. And you get it a lot in things like Szechuan hot pot and other spicy dishes. The mala seasoning is really, really prevalent in southern Chinese cuisine, Sichuan cuisine, where you get that spiciness, but you get the numbing, which just tames the spiciness down enough that you keep eating it. But peanuts and fish is a new one to me. So yeah, here we go. So we've got, I don't know how I can do this horizontally, but we've got peanuts. We've got little fishies and like julienne bits of actual hot red peppers. And I'm assuming the Szechuan pepper corns are in the seasoning mix. They're not heavily like encrusted with stuff, so there may be just a whole bunch of dust at the bottom, but let's try fish and peanuts. That's different. That is a journey. Wow. So the Szechuan peppers and the fish are dried, obviously, but they're quite dry. So they're very crisp. So your brain thinks I'm putting peanuts in my mouth, and they're crunchy, but they don't have like a glass-like crunch. Um, Whereas the dried fish does. So the crunch is actually kind of surprising at first. And then the flavor is actually a little confusing. Um, it's a little hard to describe, but they actually combine together. I won't say that they negate each other exactly, but in combination, they create a flavor that my tongue just doesn't recognize. Um, and then there's this sort of creeping floral, slightly numbing sensation that sort of comes through as almost an, I'll say, an undertone rather than an aftertaste. It's throughout. It doesn't just come in at the end, but then it kind of comes to the forefront at the end. I have to try another bite. Mm. Yeah, that floral note is there from the very beginning. And I think that's coming from the Szechuan peppercorn. It's not that spicy. Um, the chili that's in there is really just giving it a nice, warm, kind of earthy flavor. That's not bad. Um, it takes a little getting used to because even that second bite, even though I knew it was coming, the level of crunch is actually kind of surprising. Wow. And it really makes me salivate, which is why the last thing that I wanted to try is a really welcome change. It's a beverage. Now, I have had colas of all sorts all around the world. I've had peach flavored sodas, so soda water with sweetener and peach flavoring. So usually, the ones I've tried had actual peach juice in them. Quite good, quite refreshing. I've never had peach cola before, and this is a Coke product. Um, yeah, never had peach Coke before. Saw this in the store and thought, yeah, why not? That's odd. Um, I'm not sure I like that. The fruitiness. hmm, The fruitiness is kind of artificial. Um, this is manufactured in China. Okay. So this is meant for the Chinese audience, although some of this script does not look Chinese, but whatever. Um, Manufactured for the Asian market, I guess. But unfortunately, well, again, this is printed at like 1 point font here. Uh, Yeah, ingredients are all in Chinese. I I'm fairly certain this does not actually contain real peach juice. It's an artificial flavor and it tastes artificial. Uh, with that phosphoric acid sort of tang from the cola. I can only assume it's something close to original Coke that they're just adding peach flavor to. But with that sort of acidic component to the artificial fruitiness, it's hard to get past this mental image that I'm drinking toilet bowl cleaner. Uh, it's cold, it's wet, I'm going to drink it. I can't say that I recommend that. That's not my bag, baby. Oh, I'm going to have some more. It's weird to say. I'm going to have some more peanuts to wash the taste of the soda away. That's a weird one. Immediately better. That's where those went. Yeah. Definitely. Obviously, the ham sui gok dim sum classic, highly recommend. Black stinky tofu with garlic and chili. I'm okay with it. I would say I would give it a 3 out of 5. It's okay. It's nowhere near as horrific as I was fearing, but it's not knocking my socks off. The mala peanuts with dried fish, actually really good once you kind of wrap your head around it. It's actually quite tasty. And then the peach flavored Coke. Try another flavor. So if you have any other ideas for things that I should try, let me know. But otherwise, I'd like to once again wish you Happy New Year. And hope to see you again next time here on Recipe Redemption. Bye now.